A very good morning, all of you. So, hope everybody is comfortable with the morning session. We have been talking every day to understand where to stress more and where to stress less. So, I repeat it. ये कंटेंट हम लोग हर दिन इसलिए दिखा रहे हैं कि आप समझ सके कौन सा टॉपिक ज़्यादा ध्यान दे, जो टॉपिक ओवरव्यू पढ़ ले ताकि आपको अच्छा परसेंटेज आ जाए. And you are supposed to get minimum score of 70 percentage so that you clear your certificate. So आपको minimum 70% आना चाहिए ताकि आप ये एग्जाम क्लियर कर सके. सो हम लोग आज के प्रोग्रामिंग में जाते हैं. हम लोग ये स्ट्रिंग सीख लिए हैं. अभी आज के दिन में हम लोग ये एरेस कर रहे थे. सो वी हैव डन सम वेरी बेसिक प्रोग्राम ऑन एरेस. नाउ वी ओपन अप आवर इंटेलिजे आईडी. ये इंटेलिजे आईडी में हम लोग अपना प्रोग्राम कर रहे थे, यानी अपना एक स्टैटिक एरे क्रिएट किए थे और ये स्टैटिक एरे को हम लोगों ने प्रिंट भी किया है. So this is how we just go ahead and printed it. We have written this additional statement to understand the difference between the element and the index. Right? This is how we have written an array program, basic array creation. Now we will try to create an array dynamically. This is called static creation of an array because it is already created and we are trying to just print it. Now what we do, we will try to create an array by accepting the values, for which what we will do, we will take this off and we will now go ahead and accept a number n. So we'll first write it, program to create a an integer array dynamically यानी we get these values from the user. ये जो पहले हम लोग array create कर रहे थे, int a equals to 10 comma 20 comma 30, all this, if at all you look at, this is an array which is statically created, which means ये जो array हम लोगों ने create किए हैं ये statically create किए हैं. यानी इसका मतलब है we are not accepting any new value, only these values we are using it. आई रिपीट, हम लोग कुछ वैल्यू कंप्यूटर से नहीं ले रहे हैं, हम लोग डायरेक्टली यहाँ पे दे रहे हैं 10 20 एंड 30 और उसी को यूज करते हैं. ऐसा यूज करना जो होता है, दिस इज कॉल्ड, इसको कहते हैं स्टैटिक यूसेज. द वे दैट वी यूज इट, वी डिक्लेयर इट एंड यूज इट, is called static declaration. Now we try to get it dynamically, for which we will give int n equal to range. Int n is what we wanted to take a variable, for which we wanted to understand how many elements that you want to accept, how many items that you want to accept in an array. हम लोग ये in इसलिए ले रहे हैं कि हम समझ सके कि कितने values हमारे array में रहेंगे, कितने वैल्यू हमारे एरे में होना चाहिए. उसको पाने के लिए हम लोग ये int n करके यूजर से एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं. So we are using this n because we want to find how many values that you want to add it into an array. So we also create another integer array, int arr equals to new int array, because this is my integer array. Now this is how I have created it, but still it is raising an error because I need to give my range, how many values that I wanted to give it. So once I give those many number of values, then it will accept it. See, the error is removed, but the error is at the n because n is not initialized, because n is not given with any value. So what we do, we just go ahead and put it scanner sn equal to new scanner, and here we will put it as system.in. Now we have read this value. Now to put it into the integer, we will go ahead and give the instruction first, system dot out dot println, and we will tell the user, please enter the range. It will ask us, ये हमको range पूछेगा. So हमको ये चाहिए कि ये कितना range है, हम कितना रेंज देना चाहते हैं वो यहाँ पे हम लोग देते हैं, यानी ये जो n वैल्यू है उसको असाइन करना चाहते हैं. So we wanted to get the range and assign it to n. So what we will do, n equals to sn dot next int, so that I get my integer value and I have placed it into n. अभी मैं sn dot next मेथड यूज कर रहा हूँ ताकि मुझे इंटीजर वैल्यू n पे स्टोर हो जाए. अभी देख लीजिएगा यहाँ पे n पे एरर निकल गया है, बिकॉज n का वैल्यू इस पे आ जाएगा तो उसको यूज कर लेंगे. सो हियर सी नाउ द एरर इज रिमूव्ड बिकॉज योर n value is now being obtained from the user. So that's how we have got this created. Now you have got how many values? Now you have got an array also. Now we need to read all those values. To read all those values and put it into the array, we will just go ahead and write it for of int I is equals to 0 and I less than n, because n is the length. So index will be length minus 1. So we'll put it as your I less than n, and then we'll put it as I plus plus. And whatever the values of I will be there, for all the values of I, which means for all the values of I, we will try to go ahead and get the array created. So for which we will just go ahead and put it as your ARR of I is equal to your sn dot next int. Now this will read and put all the values. For the first iteration, I value is 0. Then we get ARR of 0, which means you are nothing but creating an integer array. In the first iteration, you will get this value. Say whatever you read it from the keyboard, you will get this first value here. If at all I am reading 10, अगर मैं 10 रीड करता हूं तो ऐसा क्रिएट हो जाएगा. जब ये फर्स्ट फॉर लूप रन हो जाएगा तो ऐसे मुझे ARR में वैल्यू आ जाएगा. सिमिलरली जब सेकेंड टाइम ये रन होता है तब सेकेंड वैल्यू आ जाएगा जो मैं यूजर से रीड करता हूँ. वॉट एवर आई रीड इट that will get placed. Similarly, so on and so forth till the n value, it will run your for loop and it will try to read all the values and put it into your array. ये ऐसा ही n वैल्यू तक रीड करते जाएगा और अपना एरे पे डालते जाएगा, एरे पे वो वैल्यूज को डालते जाएगा. एंड आफ्टर दैट इफ एट ऑल यू वांट टू प्रिंट इट, अभी जो हम लोगों ने क्रिएट किया है उसको प्रिंट करने के लिए हम लोग लिखते हैं for of I in, for of int I in, otherwise int I is equal to 0 and I less than n and I plus plus. Now what we do is whatever we have read it from the user, now we will try to print it over here. We will print it as your system dot out dot println, and otherwise we'll give it as print so that everything will be in the same line. We'll put it as print a of I, or we'll call it as ARR of I, plus we will give some space so that you will have space between all the values. And we will also give it like a string array. So we will give it like an array. We can give it as the, we'll put it in double quotes, the array ARR, sorry, the array ARR is equal to, you can just put it as, you can put your brackets also, and you can start getting all these values, and then after that you can just close it. Otherwise we just don't give it, we just give it like this. We just give only the array, and before this we will put it as system dot out dot print. Otherwise we don't do all of this, we'll just get the values of an array. Once we run this, see, once I enter the range, I want to have 4 values. Once I give 4 values, it will start accepting the values, it will start reading the values. Now we don't have that instruction given, so what we will do, we will just go ahead and put it as system dot out dot println, and here we give the instruction as please enter the element. Once we give this, then the elements would be added, or the items would be added. Now once I run this, now we'll have a clarity what is that we are doing it. Now the range that I am giving the range as 4. So once I give the range as 4, see, it will ask me please enter the element. Now I am giving 10, again it will ask me to enter. Now it is 20, again it will ask me to enter 30, now again it will ask me to enter 40. And after that, if at all you look at, the array is 10, 20, 30 and 40. This is how you print your array. Now you have got your array printed with all the values. So all the values that I have entered, if at all you look at, all the 4 values that I have entered, 10, 20, 30 and 40, they are shown like an array. अगर हम लोग यहाँ पे देखते हैं तो हम लोग 4 वैल्यू एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं, वो 4 वैल्यू जो मैं एक्सेप्ट किया हूँ वो एरे की तरह यहाँ पे दिखा रहा है. So this is how you print your array and create it dynamically. So this is called creation of an array dynamically and printing it. So now we'll try to go ahead and copy this so that I can share it with you. मैं इसको कहूँगा dynamic array. Now we just come back and write another program wherein I want to have an array which is segregated into an even array separately and an odd array separately. So मुझे ये करना है कि I want to first take an array, एक डायनेमिक एरे लेना है, एंड देन उसको उसमें जो वैल्यूज आएंगे, वो डायनेमिक एरे में जो वैल्यूज आएंगे उनको ऑड एरे में सेपरेटली डालना है, इवन एरे में सेपरेटली डालना है, यानी एक बड़ा सा एरे बनेगा. सो मैं यहाँ पे बताता हूँ, हमको एक बड़ा सा एरे बनेगा, वो एरे रहेगा 10 कामा 11 कामा 12 कामा 13 कामा 14. दिस इज माई एरे दैट आई हैव गॉट क्रिएटेड. अभी इसमें मुझे क्या करना चाहिए, जितने भी इसमें ऑड वैल्यूज है उसको मुझे एक ऑड एरे में भेजना चाहिए. आई वांट टू पुट इट इन एन ऑड एरे. So what I wanted to do is I want to create an array like this and then put all the odd values of the array into odd array and all even values into the even array. So now what is that I wanted to do is, once I run this, I should get it as 10 comma 12 comma 14. Sorry, in odd array I should get it as 11 comma 13. And similarly in the even array I should get it as, my 10 comma 12 comma 14. This is how we should create an even array. This is how we work on an odd array and this is how we work on an even array. Hope I am clear. So this is the question that we have it. Now to get this resolved, we will now try to create an array dynamically and put odd values or segregate or place all odd in odd array and even in even array. Odd in odd array and even in even array. Odd in odd array and even in even array. So now what we will do, we will start writing our program. First, I wanted to accept my value from the keyboard, for which I wanted to have n as the number which will accept my, which will give my length of an array. How many values that you wanted to have in an array. अभी हमको हम n इसलिए एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं कि हमको चाहिए कि कितना वैल्यूज हम लोगों को एक्सेप्ट करना है, कितना वैल्यूज हम लोग एक्सेप्ट करेंगे. So now we'll also create an integer array int arr equals to new int array, and in this int array you should pass the n value. As we have discussed, this will raise an error because I don't have n value. So what I'll do, I'll create scanner sn equal to new scanner, and in this I give the input as system dot in. Now I get the value from the keyboard. Now I give the instruction to the user system dot out dot println, and or we'll put it as print, and we'll ask the user to enter the range. Then we'll put it as enter the sorry enter the range of an array. अभी हम लोग यहाँ पे यूजर को बता रहे हैं कि रेंज बता दे एंटर का, सॉरी एरे का रेंज एंटर करे. अभी हम लोग वो रेंज पाने के लिए हम लोग लिखते हैं n इक्वल टू sn डॉट नेक्स्ट इंट. This is a method that we use it in order to read that n value. Once we read that n value, once we read that n value, now we will try to give this array as int array equal to new int of n. This is how I will read my n value now. Once I read the n value here, now the array has the capacity to accept n values. अभी जब मैं n दे दिया हूं, अभी n को वो ये ARR को वो कैपेसिटी आ गया है कि वो n values को अपने अंदर स्टोर करे. So now what we do is we will now have to go ahead and create this array. To create this array, now we'll put it as for of int I in range, sorry, I'm sorry, int I equals to 0 and I less than n and I plus plus. Once I give it like this, then what is that I am supposed to do is I am supposed to read that I value, that is a of I value. So to read it, we will now instruct the user system dot out dot print, and we will say please enter the element. This is how we will ask the user to enter the element. Once the element is entered, then we will read it as ARR of I is equal to your sn dot next int. This is how we have read the array dynamically. Once we have the array dynamically, then what we will do is we will now try to segregate that into your even and odd values. To do so, I'll just come back here. I'll write it as for of int I is equal to 0 and I is less than your n, and then I'll put it as I plus plus. Once I do this, now my values will rotate from all the I values that I have accepted. So similarly it will rotate. जो मैं पहले किया था उसी तरह मैं यहाँ पे कर रहा हूँ ताकि सारे एरे वैल्यूज को मैं एक्सेस करूँ. अभी हमको करना है if a of I, that is arr of I, whatever the value that we have it, if that is applied with modulus 2 is equal to 0, then that value is an even value. Whenever your array to get individual array item, we give it as arr of I. हाँ, अगर हमको एक वैल्यू चाहिए, एरे का एक वैल्यू चाहिए, तो हम लोग लिखते हैं ए आर आर ऑफ आई. सो वो वैल्यू मैं 2 से डिवाइड कर रहा हूँ. वो 2 से डिवाइड करने से अगर रिमाइंडर मुझे 0 आता है तो वो बन जाएगा मेरा इवन वैल्यू. अभी उसको मैं इवन वैल्यू में ऐड कर देता हूँ. अगर नहीं हो रहा है तो मैं ऑड ऑड एरे में ऐड कर देता हूँ. उसको ऐड करने के लिए हम लोग यहाँ पे लेते हैं int odd array, and then we will take int even array. This is how we create odd array and even array. Now for this, whenever we give it as equal to 2, in that case I'll put it as your even of j is equal to a arr of arr of I. Now whenever this value is there, I want to put it into my even of j. But see, j is not declared. So what I'll do, I'll just come back here and put it as comma j equals to 0. As I have it for my even value, similarly I need it for odd value also. So I'll put it as k is equal to 0. Now if at all you look at, we have an even list, even array is given, a even array is equals to or your arr of I. So यहाँ पे error क्यों दे रहा है? So it is even of variable might not have been initialized. So यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे array को initialize नहीं किया है, इसलिए हम लोगों को ये error दे रहा है. So we'll have to give it as जैसा हम लोग अपना हमारा एरे को किए हैं उसी तरह हम लोग इसको इनिशियलाइज करते हैं. उसको इनिशियलाइज करने के लिए हम लोग यहाँ पे लिखते हैं. सो यानी जैसा हम लोगों ने एरे के लिए है, ए आर आर के लिए किया है, उसी तरह हम लोग इसको इनिशियलाइज करते हैं. इक्वल टू न्यू ऑड, न्यू इंट ऑफ योर n value. Similarly, you get it for your even also. You will put it as new int of your n. This is how you read your, this is how you create your arrays for utilization. Now we have declared it and we have now initialized it also. So once it is initialized, see the error is now removed. So this is how we get your even list, even array created. Now we just come here to create the odd array. ऐसा हमारा even array create हो जाता है. अभी odd array create करने के लिए इसके अंदर हम लोग लिखते हैं odd of k is equal to your array of I. This is how you give your values for your odd array so that the odd array values are nested. And for every iteration, what is that we are supposed to do is this j value should be incremented, because this I value will always get incremented because of this I plus plus here, but we should manually do it for j plus plus. Similarly, we'll have to do it for your k plus plus, so that the k value is also incremented, so that the index value will be incremented, so that we'll have your list of odd values available and the list of even values are also available. Now to go ahead and print all the values, now what is that we will do is, to go ahead and utilize it for all the values, what is that we will do is, we will now come out of this entire for loop. Whatever the for loop that we have it, we come out of it and put it as system dot out dot println, and we will write it as the odd values are. After that, we just go ahead and write it for of int I equals to 0, I less than, what is this, less than your j minus 1, that is whatever the current j is there, maximum range is nothing but your j, so we'll give it as j minus 1, because the range is not your n, because n will talk about all the elements. See, n will talk about all these elements, my j will talk about how many elements that I have in your odd array, and my k will talk, sorry, my j will talk about all the values that I have in my even array. So in this case, my j value will become 3. In this case, my k value will become 2. So this is how we have got this. Now after doing this, I'll put it as again semicolon, and I'll just go ahead and make it as I plus plus. And after doing this, now I want to print my odd even array. So to just go ahead and print my even array, I'll put it as, so this I'll call it as even values. So I'll write it as system dot out dot println, sorry, we'll go put it as print, and here we will write it as your even of your I, plus we give some space so that the values have some space between them. Similarly, after printing all these values, then we will now put it as system dot out. ये सब प्रिंट करने के बाद अभी हम लोग ये प्रिंट करेंगे कि the odd values are, यहाँ पे हम लोग करेंगे for of int I equals to 0, और उसके बाद हम लोग कर रहे हैं I less than k minus 1, and we'll put semicolon and then put it as I plus plus, and here I am writing it as system dot out dot println, and here we write it, we'll put it as print, because मुझे एक के बाद एक ही लाइन में आना चाहिए. I wanted everything in the same line, so I'm putting it as print, and I'll put it as I, and then put it as plus. I'll give it as some space so that the values have some space between them. So this is how you print your odd values, and this is how you print your even values. Now what we do, once we run this, say I wanted the range of an array, so I will give the range of an array as 6. Now for all these 6 elements, I'll give it as 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. यहाँ पे मैं 6 मैं एक्सेप्ट कर लिया हूँ रेंज, यानी मैं 6 आइटम्स को रीड कर सकता हूँ. अभी मैंने 5 आइटम को रीड कर लिया है, अभी मैं सिक्स्थ आइटम को भी रीड कर ले रहा हूँ. आई एम रीडिंग माई सिक्स्थ वैल्यू ऑल्सो. Once I read all the six values, see it is printing all the even values, that is 12 and 14, and it is also printing my odd values 11 and 13. If you could look at, the range is customized. See 11, 13 and 15. I should get it as 11, 13 and 15, but I'm not getting here something called your I'm not getting 15 in my odd values, and I'm not getting my uh, what we call I repeat, we are not getting the last values of odd array and the even array, because I have written it as, in the for loop I would have written it as less than k minus 1 and less than j minus 1. You should, if at all you write it as j minus 1, then you should put it as less than or equal to. Once you do it now, once we run this, once we just get back and look at, I want six values: 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. Then you see you have got all the even values and you have got all the odd values. Now we just wanted this to be printed properly. It's not getting printed properly because after even values it is immediately starting. So what we do, we just come back here. See here all the values are accepted, and once you print all the values, now your control should come to the next line, for which you can write it as your \n, which will print everything in the next line. Now once you give it as the odd values, then it will be printed in the next line. ये अभी next line में print करेगा. जब \n देते हैं तो वो next line पे जाएगा. So now we write it. We want six values, and यहाँ पे 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 दे दिया. देख लीजिएगा अभी यहाँ पे आ रहा है the even values are 12, 12, 14 and 16, and the odd values are 11, 13 and 15. यानी हमारा odd array और even array बन गया है. So हम लोगों ने अपना एक array को निकाल के अपना एक odd array और even array बना लिया है. So what is that we have done in this program is we have created an array, and then we have split that array into an even array and an odd array. So let me just copy all of this. Let me just put it in a Word document for you, because this is much bigger in size, so I cannot get this screenshot done. So this is how we create it. Hope everybody is clear. सबको समझ में आ गया होगा. मैंने एक एरे लिया है, ऐसा, और उसको एक ऑड एरे में और एक इवन एरे में बना लिया है, और उन दोनों को मैंने प्रिंट भी कर लिया है. दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव डन इन माय प्रीवियस प्रोग्राम. नाउ वी विल ट्राई टू लुक एट अनदर प्रोग्राम. सो देखने में ये प्रोग्राम बड़ा लगेगा, लेकिन जब कर रहे थे तो बहुत सिंपल प्रोग्राम था. बस देखने में ही बड़ा लगेगा, बट when you write it, when you start writing the program will be very very easy for you. Now we'll just try to write a program which will print the largest value of an array. I repeat, we will now write a program where we will try to print the largest value of an array. यहाँ पे हम लोग largest value करते हैं, create an array and print the maximum value of array. To do it, there are multiple methods. So we look at the first method. So this is maximum value. Now we'll write it. अभी हम लोग लिखते हैं. So we will try to take a array dynamically. So एक array dynamically लेते हैं, उसके लिए हमको n चाहिए ताकि I'll get the length of an array, and then I'll call it as int of arr equal to new int of, इसके अंदर देना चाहिए n. तो वो मुझे एरर देगा बिकॉज मेरा n अभी तक इनिशियलाइज नहीं है, बस डिक्लेयर्ड है बट इनिशियलाइज नहीं है. So till now I've got initialized, but it's not declared. So what we now do is we'll put it as system dot out dot println, and here we'll put it as please enter the range. Once we have the range of the array, then we'll read that range. वो रेंज हम लोग रीड कर लेते हैं, तो हम लोग करते हैं n इक्वल टू यार, हम लोग पहले स्कैनर करना होगा, स्कैनर sn इक्वल टू न्यू, स्कैनर sn इक्वल टू न्यू स्कैनर, एंड इसके अंदर हमको देना होगा system डॉट इन, this will read my value, and after that I'll put it as n equals to sn dot next int. Now we have read all the values. Now now the range value is now read. अभी हम लोगों ने वो n वैल्यू को रीड कर लिया है. Now यहाँ पे मेरा जो एरर था वो एरर भी निकल गया है. अभी हम लोगों को ये वैल्यूज को रीड करना है. सो उसको रीड करने के लिए हम लोग जाते हैं for of int I is equals to 0, और हम लोग करते हैं I लेस देन n, और करते हैं I प्लस प्लस. और यहाँ पे जैसा मैं पहले j माइनस वन लिख रहा था, आई कैन ऑल्सो राइट इट एज आई लेस देन और इक्वल टू, आई कैन पुट इट एज n minus 1. I can also do it like this. I can also do it like this, but instead of making it look good, I'll put it as less than n. Less than n. नाउ इसके अंदर हम ये प्रोग्राम लिखना स्टार्ट करते हैं, यानी रीड करना स्टार्ट करते हैं. सो वी विल राइट इट एज system dot out dot print, और यहाँ पे कहते हैं, यहाँ पे भी हम लोग प्रिंट देते हैं ताकि we'll read it in the same line. Now we'll put it as please enter the element. This is how we read the element. Now after that we'll put it as arr of I is equals to your sn dot next int. Whatever you read it, that will be there in your array. Now what is that we wanted to do is we wanted to get the maximum value, for which I'll take a variable int max equals to 0. Now, or I'll call it as max alone, and then what I'll do, I'll after the for loop I'll just assign my max equals to a of our initial value, the first value, that is nothing but your a of 0, which is nothing but your arr of 0. Now the maximum value is assigned with arr of 0. Now what we do is we will compare this with all the values. अगर हमारा max value अगर 0 ही बनता है, तो max value is a of 0. नहीं तो it will compare it with all the index values, for which हम लोग करते हैं for of int I equals to 0, and then we'll put it as I less than n, and then I plus plus. अभी मेरा ये for loop rotate हो रहा है. अभी ये for loop में मुझे ये करना है, I'll just go ahead and check max, जो मेरा वैल्यू है, जो मेरा a of 0 है, उससे मेरा जो वैल्यू है a of I, मैं सबसे कंपेयर करता हूं, यानी arr ऑफ I से मैं कंपेयर करता हूं. अगर ये लेस देन होता है, इन दैट केस हम लोग कहते हैं योर मैक्स इक्वल्स टू a of I. अगर समझो कि ये मैक्स यानी ये जो जीरो वैल्यू है वो जीरो वैल्यू ही सबसे बड़ा है, यानी फर्स्ट वैल्यू इन ए array is highest, then obviously it will be false for all the values. So max के अंदर a of 0 ही रहेगा. So that's how you compare all the values of an array with the max value, and whatever is the max that will be replaced into max. A of I जो भी ज़्यादा रहेगा वो max के अंदर आते जाएगा. So ऐसा करते हुए हम लोग ये for loop के बाहर आने के बाद, ये for loop से पूरा बाहर आने के बाद हम लोग लिखते हैं system dot out dot println the maximum value in array is plus max. Got it? This is how you find the maximum value in an array. Now we just go ahead and print it. Now I wanted to have the range as say 5. Now I give the element as 23, sorry 43, 75, 21, 97, 11, 16. So if at all you look at the maximum value, for all the 5 values, the maximum value is 97. Now we look at another example and also check whether it is correct or not. I'm giving only 3 values. I'll give it as your 27, and I'll give it as my 45, and then I'll give it as 12. Now the maximum value in an array is 45. So this is how you calculate the maximum value of an array. So let me just copy this and keep it aside. This is your another program which will find the maximum value in an array. Right? So this is how you find the largest value in an array. Now we'll try to write the same program in a different way. We'll just take this off. Now this can be done. Now this is what we have done it statically. Yani we have written the entire program. The entire logic was written by us. We haven't got the support of any array methods. Now we'll try to utilize the support of array methods and try to fetch the values. In order to fetch the values, how do we do it is we have an inbuilt method called your sort. We can use this inbuilt method in order to go ahead and sort an array in an ascending or a descending order to get the maximum value. Now what we do is we can just go ahead and do it as I just wanted to accept an array dynamically, so I'll just accept an array dynamically. वो accept करने के लिए I'll take the length int n. सो आई वॉन्टेड टू नाउ, अभी मुझे क्या करना है, अभी तक मैं मैन्युअली सब कुछ अपना खुद लॉजिक लिखा हूँ, अभी मुझे खुद लॉजिक नहीं लिखना है, मुझे अभी क्या करना है, अभी मुझे एरे एरे जो एग्जिस्टिंग डेटा टाइप है, एग्जिस्टिंग जो क्लास है, उनका मेथड्स यूज करके करना है. अभी तक मैं अपना खुद लॉजिक लिखा हूँ, अभी मैं यूज करना चाहता हूँ एरे का क्लास का सपोर्ट. आई वॉन्ट टू यूज दिस एरे क्लास सपोर्ट. टू डू इट फर्स्ट आई एम क्रिएटिंग एन एरे डायनेमिकली. अभी मैं एरे को डायनेमिकली क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ. जब क्रिएट करता हूँ तो इंट arr इक्वल्स टू न्यू इंट, जब यहाँ पे n देता हूँ तो I'll get an error here for the n. To get that resolved, we'll put it as system dot out dot println print, and we will write it please enter the range. Now we'll write it as please enter the range so that the user will give the range for me. Once the user is giving the range for me here, now I'll just come back and put it scanner sn equal to new scanner. We'll put it as scanner sn equal to new scanner, and we'll write it as system dot in to read the values. अभी मैंने सॉरी, अभी मैंने ये n वैल्यूज को रीड कर लिया हूँ. सो टू रीड इट आई कॉल इट एज n equals to sn dot next int. दिस इज हाउ आई read the values. अभी मैंने n वैल्यू रीड कर लिया और मैंने यहाँ पे array भी बना लिया. I have read the n values and I have created the array also. Now to put in the values into the array, we'll write it as for of I in range, sorry, for of I, sorry, एक्चुअली मुझे आदत हो गया है पाइथन का, इसके इसी के वजह से मुझे I in range आ जा रहा था. So I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. अभी हम लोग यहाँ पे लिखते हैं हमारा एरे का लॉजिक. सो टू राइट द एरे लॉजिक, हमको एरे में वैल्यूज लाने के लिए हम लोग यूजर को बता रहे हैं कि एलिमेंट एंटर करे. सो विल राइट इट एज system dot out dot print, we'll put it as please enter the element, or we can also write it as please enter the item. We can also do this. Once after doing this, now what we will do, we will call it as arr of I is equals to sn dot next int. This is how you have read your value. Now you have got your value read from the user. Now you have created an array dynamically. Once you have created an array dynamically, then what you can simply do is you can take the support of arrays. To take the support of arrays, as I have told you yesterday, you should make use of something called arrays as a class. Now to do it, I'll just put it as a arrays dot sort, arrays dot sort, and this method is given with an input called arr. Once I give it as an input, my array gets sorted, my arr gets sorted. Now to print this sorted array, now to place this sorted array, I can just place it into another array. So I'll just go ahead and create another array, int sort array is what I want to create. Now I'll just go ahead and put it as sort array is equals to array dot sort array. When I'm trying to give it, see, it is giving me an error because my provided value is void, which means it will not return anything. It will not return anything. So I cannot assign it as sort array. So it is not really required for us to create another data and waste our data. So that's an advantage of this particular method. So whenever you want to create it, you need not have to create it as such. So the same array, whatever the array that we have been working, that is array dot sort of your arr, the same array gets sorted. Now by default, we will just run this and show you. We will just run this and show you with an example. System dot out dot println, and I'll give it as a of arr of 0, and after sorting we will just see what is being printed as arr of 0. System dot out dot println, we'll put it as arr of 0. Now once I run this program, see, it will ask me the range, how many values that I want to enter. Say I'll give it as 5. Then after that, I'll start entering my values 75, 65, then 72, then 62, and then 35. Now what will be the first value? The first value by default when I print it will be 75, because first value that is given was 75, which means when I was creating this particular array, this array was getting created as, whenever I give the input like this, the array was getting created as 75 comma 65 comma 72 comma 62 comma 35. This is how I had my array getting created. Now when I'm working on sort, when I've sorted it, then automatically my values are now in ascending order. That is, it is 35, and then it will be 62, and then it will be 65, and then it will be 72, and then it will be 75. So this is how the values will get sorted. The values from the lower value to the higher value would be sorted. That is the reason why my a of 0, the first value, is given as 35. Got it? So now if you want to, what is that we wanted to print in this particular program? Maximum value. See, where is this maximum value now? The last value is maximum value. How do we get the last value? Which is length minus 1. The index value, which is length minus 1, which is nothing but n minus 1 in this particular program. So we just go ahead and print it. The system dot out dot println will put it as the maximum value in the array is, I'll put it as plus your ARR of n minus 1. This is your array. Now once you just go ahead and run this now, see, whatever is the maximum value that you enter into a string, into an array, that gets printed. जो भी हम लोग मैक्सिमम वैल्यू देते हैं वो वैल्यू प्रिंट होगा. मैं यहाँ पे फिर से प्रिंट कर रहा हूँ से 65, 62, 75, 72 and 35. Once I run this, see, the maximum value in the entire array is 75. That is getting printed. Hope we have got the clarity here. Hope everybody is clear. So this is how we sort your, this is how you sort your array and can print the maximum value and the minimum value. This is how you print maximum values and the minimum values in an array. Now we just go ahead and pick it up, new, and then we just copy it and put it in our document. So this is how we have done your finding the largest value with the help of your sorting method. This is how you have worked with the help of sorting method. Now we'll try to look at another program. अभी आप लोग minimum value भी find कर सकते हो ना? How to get the minimum value? Nothing but writing it as ARR of 0. Already मैं यहाँ पे print कर लिया हूँ. यहाँ पे देख लीजिएगा example में मेरा सबसे छोटा value है 35. That minimum value is also printed because I am giving it as ARR of 0. After sorting, ARR of 0 will be the smallest value and ARR of n minus 1 will be the maximum value. This is how you print the minimum values and the maximum values in an array. Now we'll just continue with it. Now in this main program, we'll start writing our new program. So hope everybody have given the attendance, right? So we'll now go ahead and look at the new program wherein we try to insert some values into an array. We will do two more programs for today, wherein these two programs is one which will add some values into an array and remove the values into an array. Sir, ये तो बहुत आसान है ना sir? We have been adding it, reading the values from the keyboard and putting it. So whenever we are reading the values and putting it into an array, then वो क्या कर रहा है एक के बाद एक. So once we give it here, say ARR equals to, once we read it into an array, then वो कैसे place कर रहा है it is placing it as 72, and then it is placing it as 74, then 65, 55, some value. So which means one after the other, एक के बाद एक place करते जा रहे हैं. So the addressing is something like a of 0, a of 1, a of 2. This is common. Now we wanted to put it at a particular position. Now instead of putting it one after the other, now I wanted to put it at a particular position. So मुझे अभी क्या करना है, एक के बाद एक प्लेस नहीं करना है. आई वॉन्ट टू प्लेस इट एट ए गिवन पोजिशन. जहां पे मांगता हूं वहां पे मुझे वो वैल्यू को डालना होगा. अगर समझो कि मैं चाहता हूं मुझे सेकेंड वैल्यू 74 नहीं चाहिए, मुझे सेकेंड वैल्यू चाहिए 43, तो मुझे डालना है यहाँ पे सेकेंड वैल्यू शुड बी 43. This is how I should insert the values. To insert that values at that position, we will now try to write a program. Similarly, we'll try to delete also. So we'll try to write two programs. Write a program to create an array and insert a value at a given position. This is how we insert a value at a given position. Now what we do, we just come back and create an array dynamically. To create an array dynamically, we need the length. Once we have the length, then we will read this length from the keyboard. We read it as scanner sn equal to new scanner, and we will give the system input as system.in. अभी हम लोगों ने ये sn यूज करके सिस्टम से रीड कर लिया है. नाउ वी हैव read this system values from the system. Now what we do, we give the instruction system.out.println, and we will tell the user, so we'll use it as print. We will tell the user to read this value. So we will to give this value. So what we will do, we will put it as please enter the range. गाइस मैं इसलिए ये सब कुछ हर एक बार ये जब रीड कर रहा हूँ, ये स्टेप कॉमन है, फिर भी मैं इसलिए कर रहा हूँ कि आप समझ सके और सीख सके. आई एम रिपीटिंग दिस स्टेप इन एवरी प्रोग्राम. It is killing my time. I am doing it because you should be perfect in creating a dynamic array. If you are perfect in creating a dynamic array, the remaining things are simple logics, right? So now once we finish it off, then we wanted to assign it to the n. Once we want to assign it to the n, वो n को assign करना चाहते हैं. So n equals to sn dot next int. Now we have got this n value from the user. Now I create an array that is int of arr equal to new int, and in this we pass a value n. This is how we have created my array with n values. Now to read these values from the keyboard, I'll just go ahead and put it as for of I int I equal to 0, I less than n, and then I plus plus. Now here we'll put it as system dot out dot print, and I'll write it as please enter the item or element, anything should be fine. Once you put it here, then we will try to read that a of I value from the keyboard, that is all the values from the keyboard. So we'll put it as arr of I equals to your sn dot next int. Now for all the values of I starting from 0 to n, for all the values of I, it will read a of I. So it will place all the a of I values into the array, which means it will place all the values into an array. Once that is over, now what we do is we wanted to print and see what is there in the array. So what we will do, for of I less than, sorry, whatever we are using it, the same thing we will use it here. बिकॉज उसी को प्रिंट करना है, जो रीड किए है उसी को प्रिंट करना है, इसलिए आई एम कॉपिंग इट. नाउ आई विल पुट इट एज सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंट and I will try to print the array that is a of I, arr of I प्लस थोड़ा सा स्पेस दे देता हूं ताकि एक के बाद एक स्पेस आ जाए. सो अभी मैं जब इसको एंटर करता हूं, एग्जीक्यूट करके देखता हूं, वंस आई गो ahead and execute and see, I've got the 5 values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. See, all the values are printed. Now I have read all the values and I have printed all the values. इसके बाद मुझे क्या करना है, मुझे अभी करना है कि I want to put it at a position. सो पहले मुझे वो पोजीशन को रीड करना चाहिए. सो आई विल रीड इट. पहले मैं यहाँ पे पोजीशन ले लेता हूँ, कामा पोजीशन. अभी मैं वो पोजीशन को रीड कर लेता हूँ. यूजर को ही पूछूंगा कि कौन से पोजीशन पे ऐड करूँ. सो आई विल टेक इट pos position equals to your sn dot next int. But I should tell the user no that we are accepting the position. So we'll put it as system dot out dot print, and we will tell the user, please enter the position to add value. He will enter the position now. Once the position is entered, and after that we'll also have to accept the value, so that we call it as value. We call that as value. Now we'll say value is equals to sn dot next int. Now ये भी रीड कर लिया हूँ. So I should again tell the user, please enter the, मुझे बताना है कि please enter the value. Out dot print of please enter the value. अभी ये हो गया हमारा वैल्यू एक्सेप्टेंस. अभी पोजीशन आ गया, वैल्यू आ गया. वी हैव गॉट बोथ ऑफ देम. अभी इस वैल्यू को इस पोजीशन में हमको इंसर्ट करना है. ये जो हमारा पोजीशन है आई 0 से लेके n तक, जो भी पोजीशन हम एंटर करते हैं वो पोजीशन में हम लोग ये वैल्यू को ऐड करते हैं. उसको ऐड करने के लिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हम लोग अभी जाके समझते हैं. सो वी विल जस्ट गो अहेड एंड पुट इट एज for of, एक मिनट, for this we will just go ahead and put it as for of int I is equals to n minus 1, यानी जो मैक्सिमम वैल्यू है उसको मैं ले रहा हूं n minus 1, and then we just come back and put it till I value is greater than or equal to your position minus 1, till it is your position minus 1. We will try to go ahead and put it over here. Minus 1, and it should be decremented till minus minus, which is your I minus minus, so that it will be decremented. So this is how you give your for loop so that it will start working for you in order to place the values in the given position. To place it in the given position, what is that we are supposed to do it over here is we have to replace those values. The whatever the values that we have it, उसको replace करना है. Replace करने के लिए what we will do, we'll call it as arr of I plus 1 is equals to a of I. जो पहले हमारा जो arr वैल्यू था, arr of I जो वैल्यू है उसको अभी हम लोग रिप्लेस कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज वी वांटेड टू ऐड वन पोजीशन. सो आई एम स्टार्टिंग इट फ्रॉम द लास्ट वैल्यू एंड आई एम कमिंग इट टिल दिस पोजीशन वेयर माय पोजीशन शुड बी मूव्ड. यानी वो या क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग यहाँ पे, जब हम लोग ये हमारा एरे था, when we have this array, so ideally the index positions were your 0, 1 and 2. Now what we are doing, we are trying to add the value, that is add value 43 at position 2, which is nothing but your index value 2. In that case, what is that we are doing, sorry, index value 1. In that case, what we are doing, it array is becoming as your 72 is the same and 43 is getting updated here, and then you will have your 74 and then you will have your 55. Yani yahan pe, what is that we have done, we have moved this position to the right, we have incremented the position with 1. So now if at all you look at the same 55 has a value called 3. Now if you could look at the same 72 has the value 0 as it is, and the new value, that is 43, has got a value 1, and this 74 have got a value 2, which means whatever the value that you have, that is incremented by 1, that is ARR of I is incremented by 1, so that it is becoming plus 1, that is 2. Similarly, this 2 is also becoming 3, this 2 is also this 2 is also becoming 3, this 55 addressing is also becoming 3. So that's the reason why we are writing it as a of ARR of I plus 1 is equals to ARR of I. Now what we do is, once this is over, now we just go ahead and after this for loop is over, we will put it as your ARR of position minus 1 is equals to x. Now we will try to take a variable is equals to x over here, because we wanted to showcase what is my current value that I'm working on. So as I have told you, there is an incremental operation, that is n minus 1 as we have done. Similarly, our position minus 1 as we have done, we wanted to get this value, get this position value, ARR of position value over here, the value that we are accepting it. So for that reason, I'll take this x as an integer value called x. Now this particular x value is being utilized in this particular position, where x is nothing but the value that we have been reading it from the user, that is your value. That value we will place it over here. So instead of x, we will place this value over here. We will have value printed over here. Now whatever the position that we have it, that position is given with a value. I repeat, जैसा हम लोग यहाँ पे वैल्यू क्रिएट किए हैं, वो वैल्यू को हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे रीड किया है, वो रीड किए वैल्यू को ये पोजीशन में डालने के लिए, बिकॉज ये अभी पोजीशंस तो बदल गए हैं, वो पोजीशन में वैल्यू भी इंसर्ट करना है, इसलिए मैं अभी मेरा एरे पोजीशन का वैल्यू ले लिया हूँ. And after doing it, if at all I just go ahead and look at the output, I'll give it as system dot out dot println. Otherwise, we will print everything one after the other. Instead of printing it as a statement, we will print it all together. That is for of int I is equals to 0, and then we will put it as I, and then we'll put it as I less than n, and then we'll put it as I plus plus. Once we do this, now if at all you print it up, in this case write it as system dot out dot print, we'll put it as a of I, that is nothing but your ARR of I, and then we give some plus symbol and space so that it will show you the differentiation. And once you run this, now whatever the value that you have got added, that will be shown. So currently the range is 5. Now I'll insert the value 11 and then 12 and then 14 and then 15. Sorry, it is 14 again. I'm sorry for that. And then 16. Now see, these are the values that I've got added. So now it will ask me at which position that you wanted to do it. I want to get it at a position 2, and then it will ask me what is the value that you wanted to add it. I want to add a value 20. Once I run this, oh, there is a array value exception out of bound, which is n plus 1. So once we run this, because one value is added, no, so we will give it as 5. Once you give it as 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now it'll ask me which position. I'll give it as 2 as my position. I'll give 20 as the value. It's still raising an error. Where is this? The error is raising at 25. That is ARR equals to ARR of 1 minus 1. Just a second. So it's not working in this case. So let me just figure out a solution. It's just because of the indexing. The error is only because of the indexing. I'll update it and send it to you. Don't worry. I'll send it to you as a program. But ideally, this is how you will have to write it. So it is only the array index out of bound, which means the value is not being accepted. So there is a variable mistake which happened. I will come back to you on this. All right. So let me just copy this. I will update however I'll update and send this to you. Don't worry. हम लोग दूसरा भी कर लेते हैं because we don't have time. So I'm moving it on because we have only 10 minutes. So the second program that I thought I will tell you today is create an array and then delete an element. As we have been trying to insert the element, similarly we'll try to delete an element. So we can delete an element and delete an element. This is what we wanted to do. Now what we do, we just come back here and start writing our program where we wanted to create an array dynamically. So we'll call it as int n, and then after that we want to get this array from the keyboard. So we'll use scanner sn equals to new scanner, and then we'll put it as system dot in, and after that we just go ahead and put it as system dot out dot print, and we will say please enter the range. Now once the range is there, now we wanted to give it to n, so we'll give it as n equals to sn dot next in. ऐसा करके हम लोग ये values को read कर लिए है, and we have got this range read. Now we wanted to put it in an array, so we'll put it as int arr, which should be considered as an array. So we should put it as square brackets equal to new int of, your n value should be passed over here. Now after that, what is that we wanted to do is we'll put it as system dot out dot println and print, please enter the items. But before that, we'll have to run a for loop. So we will run the for loop as for of int I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. This is how you've got your for loop. Now you put this into your for loop and then we just try to read it. ARR of I is equals to your sn dot next int. This is how you read your value. Once you read all of your values, now what is the element that you want to delete? That can be read it as value. We call it as value. We wanted to read this value from the array and then delete it. To go ahead and do it, I'll read the value that I wanted to delete it. So I'll just go ahead and put it system.out.println, or say I'll give it as print, please enter the value to delete from array. So that will be read from the user. Once it is read from the user, then I should save it. So I'll call it as value equals to your sn dot next int. This will read my value for deletion. Now after that, what is that I would now do is I will take my existing loop, existing array, and then try to find that particular location with the help of a flag variable. Now we just take a variable called flag and I'll assign it as flag and I'll assign it as 1. Now what I do is once I come back here, I will now utilize it as for of int I, because I want to run my loop again. Int I is equals to 0 and then I less than n and then your I plus plus. I want to rotate the loop. To rotate the loop, I am taking this for loop. And after that, I am writing a condition if my ARR of I that I am getting it here is equal to my value. If it is equal to my value that I am reading it from the keyboard, then I just go ahead and say my flag is equal to 1. And also I will pick up my location where I call that location as index. So I call this as comma LOC, which is nothing but my index, that I can get it as my LOC equals to my I value. Initially I'll take my location is equals to 0 so that I don't get confused. So location is equals to I. And once I find it, I will not unnecessarily rotate it for all the values, which means assume that this is my list. If my list has 12, I find 12, then after finding 12, again checking for the remaining values is unnecessary waste of time, for which I just go ahead and put it as break. If at all I find it, I will stop the iteration and make it as break. And after that I just come out of my for loop and then I write it. After the for loop, I just come out and write it if your flag is equal to 1. If the flag is equal to 1, in that case we will again just go to our for loop, that is for of I is, that is int I is equal to location plus 1, whatever the current location is there, that location, and we should rotate it till I value is less than n, and then we will make it as I plus plus. for all the values starting from the location, that is from the index value till the last value, we are trying to rotate it, and we are saying a of that is nothing but your ARR of I minus 1 is equals to your ARR, as we have done for your addition. When we were adding it, we were adding it as ARR of POS plus 1 equals to ARR. As we are deleting it, we are writing it as ARR of I minus 1 is equals to ARR. So once you do all of this, then we now go ahead and print it. Once this is over, now we just go ahead and print our for loop again. This for loop is to move whenever you delete something. That is, whenever you delete something, then obviously this 74 comes towards your left, which means your index value is reduced. So that reduction is what we have done it here. Once that reduction is over, now we are trying to print it up. So now in order to print it, we will use int I equals to 0 and I less than your n value minus 2, and then we'll give it as I plus plus. Once we just go ahead and run this, we'll make it as system dot out dot println, or we'll just go ahead and give it as print, and in that we'll give it as a of I, and then we would like to give some space for it, so we'll give some space here. This a of I is nothing but your ARR of I. This is how we just go ahead and print our values of the list. And we also want to print what is that we are not working on. That can also be given as system dot out dot print. We can give it as a of n minus 2 is what we are considering it of. We'll give it as ARR of n minus 2 outside your for loop so that it gets printed. Now once we just go ahead and execute this, अभी जब इसको execute करते हैं तो वो range पूछेगा. So I'll give it as 5. I'll give it as 11, then 22, 33, 44, 55. I'm sorry. Now please enter the value to delete. So I wanted the value to be deleted is 33. So once I click on enter, see it is now deleted. The 33 value is now deleted, and you have got your 33 value deleted here. Now when I give it as ARR of n minus 1, so you are not printed up with anything. Say I'll give it as ARR of n minus 1. Once I run this, the same program that I'll run it again. Now once you give it as your 5 value here, and then 11, 22, 33, 44, 55. Then once I want to remove the third value, see I've got the third value. But see the ARR of n minus 1 is not getting printed. The values do not exist. So that's how we are working with something called your arrays. See it is printing it from your 22. Hope I'm clear. So it is deleting your value n minus 1. That is, it is not deleting 3. So but for it is going with your n minus 1 option. So this is how you utilize I'm sorry, this is how you work with something called deletion operation, for which in order to execute it right, you should put it as n minus 1. So once we run this, now we look at with another example also to make it more clear. I will take another example. I'll take it 5, 10, 15, 20, then say 25. Now I want to delete 20. Once I click on it, see my 20 is deleted. So this is how you write your program in order to work with the values, right? Hope I'm clear. This is how you delete an array, so delete a value from an array. Now we are left with two more programs in order to work with strings. However, the working with strings or working with the integers is same. There is no difference. For which, let me just copy quickly and show you one small program so that you can do the remaining things as assignments. As we have assignments today, I will give the remaining things as assignment, but we look at one simple example to work with strings also. As we have created our integer array till now, similarly we try to go ahead and create a string array. As we have been creating an integer array, we are now creating a string array. I am creating it statically. See, I've got a string array called apple comma zebra, or say Zach, and then I have something called mango. This is how I've got my array with strings. Now what is that I want to do is I want to sort it in order. I want to sort it in the order. When I want to sort it in the order, I can just use it as arrays dot sort, and whatever the array that I am sorting, that is str. Once I give it as str, see that str value is listed out here. Now once I just go ahead and print my entire string, say for of I, sorry, int I equals to 0, and I'll put it as I less than length, that is str dot length, and then I'll put it as I plus plus, which means for all the values of your array. Now to go ahead and print it in the correct order, we'll just go ahead and put it as system dot out dot print. We'll use it as str of I. Then we go to put it as plus and give some space. Now the correct order, the actual given order is this. Once we apply the sort, then it gets sorted. Once you look at it, once you run it, see the sorted order is apple, mango and Zach. See, which means this is sorted in alphabetical order. As we sort numbers in ascending order, similarly we sort arrays or characters in the alphabetical order. This is the only difference that we have it between working with string arrays, character arrays and integer arrays, and the remaining logics will be the same.